Okay, so we're live. Hopefully the comments are on. If you're in, go ahead and just give me a shout there. We demonstrated proof of concept last time, but you guys should have your ability to comment. So if you can comment on the video right now, that would be great. No comments? Okay. So 4 of you are in, 5 of you are in, but nobody wants to say anything, and that's fine. It's here. I'm going to give it a few more minutes because we're a little bit before 11. So if you're on, stay on, stick around. I'm going to go grab some coffee. Who's got questions? Who's got questions? Hit me. Oh, God, I don't like how close that is. Oh, I hate this. It's just a giant video of myself, like just all over my monitor. It's terrible. I didn't disable commenting, did I? If somebody can hit me on remind. Okay. There we go. We've got some people. Perfect. Quarantine's great. We got a message from daycare yesterday that Andy might have had some pink eye. He had some crusties in his eye. So they wanted us to take him to the doctor today just to have him checked out. So this was going to be a cool, relaxed day at home for me. But I had to keep Andy at home, took him to the doctor. No pink eye, just some congestion. No worries, no concerns. He's napping right now. I got him down for nap just right in time. So some of you are telling me that you're not able to comment. There should be, I don't know if you're logging in, if it makes a difference if you're logging in from a phone, tablet, or a computer. I've actually never done one of these streams as an audience member before. So I don't know if we can do a group chat or if somebody wants to let me know in the comment section of the live chat, hey, this is what you need to do so that everybody can comment. Because I know, like Carson says, he's having some problems with it. So I have no set agenda for today other than to answer some questions. Let me give you the information that I do know. We're supposed to be, the earliest we're going to come back, as you guys know, is Tuesday, 2 weeks from now, the 31st. However, there's a lot of talk about it going further than that. The reasons why the teachers were meeting, basically the 4 days that we're missing, technically the 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the Monday we come back, the Monday we wouldn't come back, the 30th. Leela says she had to get her iPad to get her comments to pop up. So we're basically taking a wash for these 5 days. I believe that according to the school calendar, we already had 3 days that we had for emergency that aren't, that we used 2 snow days plus the 3, they build in the 5. For those other days, we're gonna appeal for like act of God days. Aubriana says her phone is working for commenting. So I don't know. Carson, it looks like you're just going to have to muddle through. And if you want to send me comments through Remind or questions, I can do that. So the reason why the teachers met were to come up with a very rough distance learning plan, which most people are going to be using the Google Classrooms. So I currently, well done, Jaron. Jaren's a little late, but he has a tardy pass. By the way, this isn't going to take the whole 2 hours. I'm not going to stick around for 2 hours. I told Kelly, oh, yeah, I'll be available 11 to 1. She's like, you're insane. They're not going to pay attention. Considering that I'm probably going to be, whenever you guys get done with your questions, I'm probably going to be signing off. But to continue with our conversation, we are putting together a plan for what's going to happen if we're out for longer than the 2 weeks. By the way, seniors I understand how much this sucks. Potentially losing prom, losing graduation, losing senior year, the best part of senior year, as far as I'm concerned, that sucks. And I understand that. I don't have a ton of empathy in my voice right now, but actually I really do feel bad for you guys, because that is real rough. One of the reasons why I love teaching seniors is this time of year. It's exciting. College acceptances, scholarships, AP tests. I know that you guys don't get as excited about them as I do, but it is a fun time to have my job. So I'm commiserating with y'all. I don't know. I have no information. I was just watching the press conference with Trump, commenting on kind of what he sees this potentially July or August until we return to normal. So now we're talking about not only just impacting senior year for you guys, but potentially freshman year as well of college. So I don't know. I don't know. My guess is if we have to go online, if we have to go Google Classroom, if we can't meet together between now and the test, we're just going to have to keep up with Google Classroom. I know some of you still haven't had any luck logging into Google Classroom. I don't know if that is people who just didn't know that we're doing that. I don't know if the remind is completely up to date, if people have switched numbers since signing up. So if you know of anybody in class who's not been getting the reminds and that sort of thing, just comment. I'm sure there's a group chat. I'm sure that you guys have a way of communicating with everybody. Say, hey, Golish is putting stuff up. The current edict that we've been given is any classwork that we're giving cannot be graded. I still intend on giving participation grades. I still intend on giving quizzes. You guys know full well that quizzes for classwork are not for me. If I could give everybody a 10 out of 10, or if I could leave them ungraded, I would. The quizzes are for you guys to know what you know and know what you don't know. I don't know how we're going to go about doing tests. I mean, fortunately, we've worked in such a way where we're able to get kind of ahead of the curve in a lot of the coursework. Really only a handful of modules left in the actual curriculum. Some of that's going to be self-taught. Some of that's going to be me doing these. I plan on getting the Module 73 notes up at some point today or tomorrow, depending on what the kids' availability lets me do. Fortunately, daycare is still open for us. We're not taking advantage of it every single day. Patrick and Sean are there now. All three of them are probably going to go on Friday, but tomorrow and Thursday, a number one dad. So that'll be my responsibility, I guess. I'm excited, as odd that sounds, because I've wanted to do distance learning, or I've wanted to do, some people call it a flipped classroom, where, in a traditional classroom, you teach during the day and then you give assignments at night. It'd be almost more fun if I could teach at night with lectures that you can stream from YouTube. And then when we come in, this is where we actually do learning activities, where we actually do demonstrations, where we do lab activities, where we do quizzes, and not just quizzes like, 10 minutes, get it done, but quizzes in terms of, okay, why did you think this was the wrong answer? So I know this is odd. I'm actually really kind of excited about this. I'm kind of checking the comments right now. I'm looking at the remind as well. Sydney, bro, kill me now. These kids are killing me. I don't know how many kids Sydney has at home, but yeah, it's fun. Are there questions about, let's first specifically aim questions about the closure, about the coronavirus, about anything, and then we can divert into AP Psych questions, either about how things are going to function or specific content things. So hit me with coronavirus questions now. McKenna has sunglasses on. Very cool. Leela's giving a shrug. Okay, so there have been 3 cases that have been within stone's throw of here. Mattoon was the first one. That was, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday that I heard about that. Then Springfield got one, I think Sunday, and then Champaign Sunday night or Monday morning. Yes, there really is a case. It is this is secondhand, third hand. This is not from the news, but somebody made the comment like, "Oh well, I just had a really bad cold for 2 weeks, so then I went to the hospital." I have not heard anything about Danville being hit yet. It's a matter of time. Realize that it will come to Danville, and honestly, chances are somebody's already had it. There's probably been somebody at the high school who's already had it. I don't know anything for certain, but what I do know is that a lot of people who end up with this end up not showing a lot of the outward symptoms to the point where they would go get tested. Oh, it was just a cold that hit me very, very hard. So they have not had a confirmed test that came back positive for corona. But it would be hard for me to imagine with as many people who travel back and forth, Danville, St. Joe, Champaign, where there would be. Yeah. So, oh my God, I finally got this on my computer. Sorry, I'm proud of me. You're ridiculous. Has the officially coronavirus hit Danville yet? Nah. Yeah, we were just saying that. I don't know, man. I wouldn't stress about it. Can I still go outside, or am I really stuck inside for a month? Will the ABT test be moved? Great questions. Okay. No, I'm going outside. The kids are going to daycare. I'm super not. I am not stressed about this. Mrs. Golish is a little bit more stressed than I am, but in all honesty, she's at work. She's in a staff meeting actually right now where they're going to be talking about what their plans are. But she's on campus, and campus has to be one of those big hot spots. You have a ton of students who are not native to the United States who traveled home over winter break, who came in, but it's going to spread. Everybody's going to get it at one point or another. The idea is, instead of everybody getting it all at once, the big concern right now is the ventilators from what I've seen. And I don't know how many there are nationwide, but if there are 1,000 out there in Danville, or if there are 1,000 in Champaign, if there are 1,000 in Central Illinois, and we have 1,200 people who need them, well, now all of a sudden doctors have to make decisions. Who gets the ventilator? There are cases in Italy. Again, this is by no means a factual report, just somebody on the news, spouted off. If you have a 70-year-old who's on the ventilator because of coronavirus has messed with their lungs, and you have a 30-year-old who needs the ventilator, what do? Do you take the 70-year-old off of it in order to save the life of the 30-year-old? I don't know. So I would absolutely go outside. I would absolutely live your life with those some limitations. I went into Walmart yesterday to pick up some things. No, I wasn't hoarding. I wasn't just buying to buy things, but these were things that we needed. And in case we do end up running out, things like baby food, things that, we can make it at home. And Andrew is, 11 months. He's going to be a year here before most of this is settled down, but we wanted to make sure that we had those sorts of essentials. I went to Walmart and I interacted with people. I sanitized my hands when I walked in. I sanitized my hands when I walked out. I washed my hands when I came back to the house. We saw a neighbor as I was unloading the car. We were 10 feet apart. Oh, hey, how's it going? This is crazy. Da, da, da. Yeah, Isabel, you've been preparing for this your whole life. I said that to my mom, Miss Bipolar, because she would oftentimes just lock herself in her room for sometimes days, weeks, or months on end. And this is like her Olympic. She's the Michael Phelps of social distancing. Will the AP test be moved? It depends. My guess is if we're hitting the peak of it now, which we're not, but if all of a sudden there are vaccines that are rolling out, which there won't be, it'll be 2 months before we see any vaccines. But if there are vaccines that are rolling out, if all of a sudden every hospital has as many ventilators as they need, if somehow miraculously we are back in school on the 31st, I don't think that we're gonna push the test. I think we're going to have to adjust. I think that we'll get some directives. SATs. Let me go in order. I want to go in order. through this. So I'm not skipping anybody. I see things coming up and I want to address them. So that's my answer about the AP test. My guess is that it probably will be moved, and I don't know to when. I don't know the auspices. None of that's been clear. I don't know. Maybe after graduation, we bring you back and we have testing after graduation. I'm not really sure. Maybe you don't get your test results, your AP test results, not your Corona test results. Maybe you don't get your AP test results until August and September, but that doesn't really matter because I've had enough students who've passed who have been non-traditional students who've worked for a year or who've gone into the military, and then they might not enroll into college until 2, 4, 6 years after they've actually taken the test, and that's fine. College Board, once you get that credit is locked in, so you're fine there. I realize that I'm shaking the camera when I'm talking. About the toilet paper, I don't understand it. I don't know. You realize that toilet paper is like an invention that's about 100, 150 years old. Like people had wiped their butts before toilet paper, and yeah, it was fine. We don't need to go into that, but as long as there's running water, you're fine. As a father of 3, sometimes you get poop on your hands, and that's why they make water and soap and hand sanitizer. Enjoy that. Hey, Braden's here now. Woo! Isabella practicing social distancing. So the packet that they're sending, they showed it to us, and it's very kind of last minute, ad hoc, threw it together. But the big picture is, it gives you instructions for things that you can do. It's mostly elementary and middle, not a lot of high school stuff in there because there's not a lot of websites out there for like, hey, stuck at home with your kids, take them to this AP English website. Like, no, but there's cool math games and so it's more elementary stuff that's available. So it should have instructions for Google Classroom for people who haven't used it yet. And one thing I did want to clarify, for those of you who've tried to access Google Classroom from home for the first time, not on the school's Wi-Fi, it will prompt you like, would you like to give control or something to the district or to Google? I got clarification on that. If it prompts you, if you're trying to download and access Google Classroom from home, from your personal device, and it prompts you with something like that, that only means the school and Google have the right to delete their stuff off your phone in case it gets stolen or lost. So it's not giving the school permission or Google permission to your photos, to your memos, to your Instagram, to your emails. It is merely gives Google Classroom that right to delete Google Classroom off your phone. So I wanted to make sure that I addressed that. And so that's the packet. It should be coming. My guess is if it's not there today, it'll be there tomorrow. They were stuffing them yesterday. They were asking the TAs to help stuff. Braden, I'd say get Amazon Prime. I ordered a few things. We have our monthly subscription that we do that delivers some stuff, but we're all fine on toilet paper here. SATs being moved. Yeah, I don't know. According to Angelique, they're canceling it until June 6th. That may very well be true. I have thought about using Zoom. I don't know anything about it, honestly. Mr. Bretz and I got into about a 20-minute conversation about it yesterday. Sell me on it, Brianna, because I really don't know what Zoom does. Tell me what I would. By the way, my numbers went from like 16 to 9. Am I that boring? It just hurts. Right here. Right here. Okay. Questions? Are we delayed? Is that what this is? Like, are people behind? I guess you would know if you're behind. I don't live stream. Now we're up to 10. Now I feel good. I hit you on Remind. Where is this girl? Remind's been crashing like a mother, BT dubs, in case you're wondering. It definitely has not been working the way that it should. Okay, so Emmy says, this is a minute ago, if you want to make comments, you have to use the YouTube app. You can't use the link. I've tried to make a stream or a channel. I don't know how much that has worked for y'all. Zoom is like FaceTiming, better than typing. Do we need an app for it, Aubriana? Is there a link? Sydney, you are correct. The reason why Remind has crashed as bad as it has is simply they are not prepared to take the sheer number of people who are trying to use it now. So I sent a bunch of messages in all sorts of different ways that were not getting through or that needed to be sent again. No house party, Jaron. Sorry. I thought about it, but gatherings of 10. So hell no house party. Okay, now you're making me look this up. Oh Jesus. I thought you were literally saying we should have a party at Golish's. Okay, fine. I'll look at Zoom. I'll suck. Okay. Webman. I'm getting into my email first because Brett did send me that stuff yesterday, and I wonder if there isn't a login or something. It is a clicky keyboard. You're right. Here. What do you think? Is that clicky enough for you? Suckers. You are not invited to my house. You also don't know where I live, so. And don't look it up. It's an invasion of my privacy. Let's see. That doesn't help me. Okay. Sign up. It's free. Work email address. They're telling me it's a CAPTCHA error, but they didn't prompt me with any reCAPTCHA. Okay. Okay. There's my email coming from Zoom. Please activate your Zoom account. Activate account. We're not boxing. So wait, invite your colleagues. I don't want to invite my colleagues. All right, start meeting now. Look at all you guys are teaching me. Oh, what the? Okay, now I got to download. Your meeting will begin shortly. Zoom client you're installing will shorten the time it takes. Oh my God, don't do Mr. Tracy like that. Don't do Mr. Tracy. He's doing his best. Join audio. Can I join? Okay. Let's see. Can I start video? Oh, please select another video camera. I see. So I might not be able to do Zoom. Okay. Okay. Who's willing after this live stream is over? Braden, any questions? Okay, no. Who's willing after this live stream to try out Zoom with me? Don't be suckers. Go ahead and join. Okay, so you will have to download the Zoom app. I don't know what exactly that means, but it sounds like you guys have done it before. What I'm going to do is, are there any questions that remain? Coronavirus, AP testing, AP class. Emily, I know you were looking for the answers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you guys a digital copy of the teacher's edition, which will have the answers to all the questions in it. So that'll be coming. If you don't have it today by, say, 3 o'clock, hit me on Remind. Also, at this point, this is probably an overshare, but since Remind is sketchy, here, please don't blow up my phone. Please don't annoy me. But if you are trying to get a hold of me, that is my text. That is my personal cell phone. I will block you. Some of you I'm going to preemptively block, Bowman. Oh, Angelique, let me see. Always keep her with you. Always keep her with you. She's such a sweet, sweet girl. I would love if by the end of the day tomorrow, you've read Unit 13. Leela, I just put it in the chat, bro. It's literally 3 messages above yours. Where is he? Where is that poor young man? We are no longer doing that fairy tale project. Ooh, good question, Jay. Stay tuned about the fairy tale project. If you have it done, if you'd like to submit it to me by sharing it through Google, I'll take it, I'll grade it, and I'll give you credit for it. I don't know what the credit's going to look like. Those of you who haven't done it, stay tuned. You might still end up having to do it. I still have to grade your human development projects. At least that's the one benefit of this whole thing. I should get caught up on grading. I won't, but I should. Angelique, you asked the question, what to read. Bro, if you're at home, I'm lecturing on 73 today. I'm sharing 73 tonight or tomorrow. I brought all my notes home. Stevie, Emily, if you guys want to work on it tomorrow, you're more than welcome to do so. Whoever this is, I hate you. Oh, that's... Yeah, I don't know who that is. It says mom, but that's not mom because that's a screenshot. Okay. So, Hannah Rhodes created as an assignment on Google Classroom, so they'll be all together. It won't get lost in your emails. The Fairy Tale Project. I like that big brain play. So if we Google, I would like to change. There we go. Okay. Classroom. By the way, a bunch of you guys did end up responding to the did you watch the video? Some of you responded in class comments, and then some of you did something else. I'm not really sure. But as long as you responded to it, I got you your credit. So if we go back to AP Psychology, learning by doing, that's what I say. I want to do a classwork, Hannah. I want to do a create assignment, probably. And fractured fairy tale. Add a file. And then Golish. I know all you guys only signed in so you could see picture or video of the baby, and now he's not even here. But I'm not gonna wake him up. Fractured fairy tale, where are you? This should be it. Cool. Okay. Upload. Okay, it's getting uploaded right now. And then make it 8 points. No due date yet. All students. Okay. So I think I just created that. I think it just got assigned to you. I appreciate, since this is something I'm going to want to try to use more next year, if there is a next year, I appreciate you guys helping me kind of test it out and point out holes in it. Sydney, go back to babysitting. Who here has played too many? Are you putting in the retake quiz? Yes, I am. Mostly because I forgot to take the actual quizzes home. I think I forgot to take the actual quizzes home. So the only grade I'm going to be able to put in is the one that was online. Oops. That helps almost all of you, I think. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to call it quits right now. I wouldn't worry about it, Sydney. I'm going to call it quits right now. I'm going to try to get into Zoom. So what I'm going to do is, if you go on to Remind, I will send you a URL. That URL will take you to Zoom, and I will try to get my video going. I can't get that video and this video going at the same time. Okay. Any last questions? You can hit me on Remind. Otherwise, I will see y'all on the flippity floppity. Deuces.